but he didn't stay for the whole thing. So I'm curious.
He didn't stay for the sacrifice at the end.
I didn't. But I'm curious. I want to know what's so bad about it that China banned it. That's my biggest curiosity. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, I don't know.
Take it away, Wade. Take it away.
I was gonna sing a song that I don't even think is a real song. It was just like,
here's Wade with a Wade original.
Gotta get up, get out of bed, gotta get moving, and get out of my head. We're gonna do the stuff we said we were gonna do. What
kind of Playhouse Disney,
I don't know.
Disney Nickelodeon Jr. is this? What was that?
I don't know.
That's beautiful.
You were like, you got the song, and I was like, and my mind just went to dun 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 dun
To
dun.
kid TV shows. Welcome back to an episode of ShinoBroz podcast, where we talk about everything and anything. Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the stuff that we're gonna do. I don't know.
Here we go. Let's check in. How you been, Wade?
Been pretty good. Nothing really spectacular or surprising happened since
last week.
the Minecraft movie.
Minecraft movie.
Which I would like to just talk about. Apparently our theater was the most chill theater out of any theater across the United States. Apparently.
Let's talk about it real quick. Ever since like the Minecraft movie came out, I keep seeing like people just trashing movie theaters for that specific Minecraft scene where he like
Chicken Jockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a trend. It's just
a stupid trend.
Yeah, a trend that all the kids were being a part of. Our theater, whenever Chicken Jockey came up, everyone just yelled, "Chicken Jockey!" Like it felt like I was at like a concert where everyone just yelled at the same time, "Chicken Jockey!" and then roared and applause and stuff like that. But
I don't get it.
Apparently other places around the world, like on TikTok and stuff like that, were just like throwing their popcorn up in the air and like throwing their drinks, and someone even brought a live chicken into the theater. They smuggled a live chicken into the theater just to hold it up and be like, "Chicken Jockey!"
Why?
I don't know.
Why do we do this?
For the lols, for the memes.
That's stupid. Why are people like this? I don't understand. I just don't get it. Like, are we all that bored? Is that what it is? Everyone's just bored? They just find some stupid niche to just... I don't understand it.
I feel like it's like, one, it's a trend, and it would be cool to be part of the trend. But also, I think people do that because they're like, if I do what other people are doing, but I do it bigger and louder, then I'll get more people paying attention to me.
That's so stupid.
I think it's all just attention.
Why are we like that? Why are people like that? I just don't understand. I can't wrap my... Why trash a whole movie theater for
I mean, we could go into we could go into like the psychoanalysis of the generation that was kind of neglected, so they seek attention online and all that stuff. But
okay, let's go there.
No, that's about as far as I'm gonna go. I'm just shallow on that topic. But that's my theory anyway. It's just
a theory.
A psychology theory. But no, I don't know. Why else would other than some trends are fun to do, and it's just
I get the fun
to
trends, but I don't get the trends where you're disruptive and destructive.
Oh, because no one cares. No one cares.
It's always a younger
Society
generation,
has
too.
lied to us over and over again, so we just don't care about anything. Or they don't care about anything, I should say.
Yeah, maybe I'm just old. I'm just old.
Yeah.
I'm not
We're
hip
old
anymore.
We're like the two,
I value people's respect and property.
yeah.
No, but I don't know. I just don't get it. I just don't get. Like, I get. You think movies are just getting predictable and boring now?
Movies?
Yeah, because I feel like there hasn't been a movie where I'm like, wow, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's just because they're afraid to take risks. There hasn't been any like really big risky movie. There's stuff that kind of push the edge, or that kind of like take an old concept and try to make it new again, kind of like Megan.
Yeah.
But like we were talking about last time. But I don't know. There's just not. There's not anything new and risky. It's all just old IPs that they're recycling.
I don't know. I haven't seen a
Or generic-ass
movie or
movies.
trailer or like Megan, the exception of Megan, because I just think looks fun to watch. But I'm still not like mind blown, you know?
Yeah. It's just child's play with another coat of paint.
Yeah,
Different
and
coat of paint.
I feel like there's so many movies and TV shows that are just being constantly like made, like in production and all that stuff, that it's kind of like an oversaturated market. You know, like back in the day. Here we go. My old person's coming out. Back in my day, we used to like get excited waiting for a movie to come out. And I feel like nowadays it's, I don't know, maybe I'm missing the marketing. Maybe it's not just like I'm not seeing enough advertising for it. I don't know.
It could be that, because I've heard a bunch of people talk about shows like White Lotus,
Yeah.
which I have never seen really anything of or watched or whatever. And then also there's another show called Yellow Jackets that apparently everyone's loving right now, that I've only heard a little bit of, and I don't watch it. So maybe there is like new crazy stuff out there that we're just not watching.
I just don't have. See, the thing with like,
Although I think Yellow Jackets, I heard like a synopsis of it and I was like, that's not for me.
see, the thing is,
I
like,
don't know if I want to watch it.
a lot of shows, TV shows that are being like hyped up online, I don't have the time and commitment to sit down and watch it.
Yeah.
So so it's not for me. But I feel like movies nowadays, actually TV shows, series, exclusive, like Amazon Prime and Netflix, Hulu, like they all have their own exclusive shows.
Yeah.
And it's all like, the shows nowadays have like about the same budget as a blockbuster movie. And it's, I don't know, I don't see the value in any of these movies and TV shows anymore, because it's just an oversaturated market and they give you mediocrity over actual good content. Because they're pushing content. That's all that matters. They're pushing content, and
the budget, I feel like, goes into like what I was saying about like they don't want to take risks, because if the more money you put into something, the less risk you want to put into that, because you want to make that money back plus more. So if a company is throwing bukus of money at this project, they're not gonna take crazy twists and turns and stuff like that, because they want it to be as generic as possible, because they know that generic will sell. And they want to put it into like
garbage
stuff that people are familiar with, so they know. Even though like people go and see it, but more often than not, people's reviews of it are just like, meh, it was okay. It was okay. Especially kids' movies. Like,
well, they're for kids, they're not for adults.
Yeah, I know, but like kids' movies when we were a kid, are cool and memorable, and adults like them too. Kids movies nowadays are, well, like some of the bigger ones are like, I don't know, it just really, really kiddie, and there's like nothing of substance for adults. Yeah. But the corporation or the businesses know that, what am I trying to say? The
boring sells.
The film companies know that they're going to sell because kids love the things, and they're going to beg their parents to drag them to the movie so that they can watch or whatever.
And it's all about merch. Merch is
and
a big
how
seller.
Marketable something is. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that's kind of been around for a long time.
The more that this shit happens, I feel like the more the art gets lost in the space, because it's not about the art anymore. It's about, is this profitable?
Yeah.
Can we sell this? How much money can we make? Instead of just making it good.
See, I think, well, they would have to also make it good. They would have to get like good screenwriters and teach people how to write movies.
AI.
No. Wait, didn't they pass that already, or not pass it?
I don't know.
Didn't they already negotiate to not use AI in scripts and stuff like that?
I don't know. If that did happen, great. If
Yeah.
not, I don't know. I don't know what you want me to do about it. It's just,
Yeah. But no, there's still like untapped potential in older stuff that kids today don't know about, that are like crazy. Like I was thinking an old cartoon that I used to watch that I don't see like hardly anyone talk about, which would make a really cool movie, even if it's for kids or whatever, or just like a show theme or whatever, is Dino Riders.
that sounds familiar.
I'm pretty sure it's Dino Riders. Yeah, it was like humans were in space, and then they were being chased. I forget exactly what happened, but they're being chased by like a reptilian race of aliens.
Okay.
And they're trying to escape them, so they go into like hyperdrive or whatever, like warp speed, and it sends them to another dimension it sends them back in time to where they land on Earth at the time that the dinosaurs are alive.
Okay.
And they have technology, I guess. See, they don't really have to explain stuff back then, so you don't have to really explain stuff nowadays either. It's just the way that you bring people into the world that makes it make sense.
Yeah.
But they had technology that they call brain boxing, where they, like, the humans are the good people, the good guys, so they make friends with the dinosaurs, and they put like bags on them for like carrying around. They make friends with the good dinosaurs, like the plant eaters and stuff. And then the bad reptilian race, he sees a T-Rex and he's like, I need to have that. And then they put what they call brain boxing. It's like a helmet that they put on the T-Rex to control it.
Yeah.
And then they basically control the dinosaurs to do their bidding, rather than the humans that work with the dinosaurs to, I don't know. It's just a show. Like, it sounds ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
But it was really cool. And they made a lot of toys of that. And there's a lot of, like, I know a lot of older people, well, at least in my vicinity, like my uncle and my older cousin and stuff like that would love to see like that come back or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
I feel like it's far enough removed from whenever it first came out that it could be like kind of brand new again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel
I
like
don't know.
some billionaire has to just do it.
Doesn't even have to be a billionaire.
No, see, hear me out.
CGI is cheap nowadays.
If there's a billionaire out there, I got a market for you. Just nostalgic, old niche things.
Yeah.
That has a fan base, but it's probably not going to do like crazy numbers. But
I mean, they're already working on a live action He-Man Masters of the Universe, I think.
Oh, God.
It's like another one. What?
Not another one.
Well,
Stop with these remakes.
Because I think they already tried to do a, or maybe they already did a animated show about it.
Here's the thing.
But they're gonna
if I was a billionaire, if I just had crazy, stupid money, I would go out of my way just to start a company, right? I'll get the rights that I need to get in order to produce my very own Power Ranger series based off the comic books. Because why not? Why hasn't that been done yet? That give the fans what they want.
Yeah,
like,
see, something like that. That would be cool.
Read the fan posts. I feel like the fans tell you what they want, but no studio actually listens. Sonic was like the only exception. The one time we bullied them.
And they're great now. I just watched the third one not too long ago.
I still have to watch second and third one.
They're good.
But the reason I said
second one is cool, but it's, I don't know. It just felt, no, it's good. I'm not even gonna downplay it because it's good.
Yeah. The reason I say that is because I was watching this docu-series, I guess, about this billionaire. I forgot what he does, what his like main job is, but he's a billionaire, okay? He loves Hot Wheels so much that he has his own warehouse of just Hot Wheels collectibles, which is crazy to me.
That's cool.
So he has a whole warehouse of just collectible Hot Wheels, like vintage. Like he pretty much has everything Hot Wheels, and he has like special one of a kind cars too. It's like, this is the first prototype ever. This is worth about $50,000. Tiny little Hot Wheels car. I'm like, that's more than a real car. That's more than a Tesla right there, buddy. But seeing him, this billionaire, right? And he's probably like in his 50s, late 50s. He's sitting there playing with Hot Wheels, and he's having the time of his life in his own warehouse where he made it into like a museum of just Hot Wheels. I'm like, I strive to be that happy.
Yeah.
When I have money. And
see, well, good. Continue.
And like the warehouse he has like set all of his collectibles and stuff in, he opens it up like once or twice a year so people can come in and see it. And the reason he did that is because his wife hated people coming over to the house to see all of his collections. So he, being the rich man that he is, said, I'm gonna open up a warehouse for my hobbies.
Yeah.
That's just crazy to me.
See, I was thinking about this. People, like, you know, there's all the, like, the whole eat the rich thing going on and stuff like that. Billionaires are bad. And I agree. But I think I don't think people actually I don't think people actually have a problem with the money. Like, because if you have money, then you can do all kinds of cool stuff. He has money. He can do whatever he wants to, like opening that up. And I'm sure people will look at that like we're talking about it now. It's like, that's really cool. Like, I'm glad that he has enough money to, you know, have his whole collection. It's ridiculously expensive, but he has his own collection. He opens it up. That's a cool story. Yeah. The problem is whenever he's doing that with his, you know, billions of dollars, while the people that work in his company are getting paid like minimum wage or below minimum wage, and he's cutting corners and he's not paying taxes and he's doing all kinds of stuff. Like, I don't know him, but
yeah, I don't know what he does.
A better example of this is Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, when he made the rocket and went to space, it's like, that's cool. Just on the surface, if it read like billionaire, well, maybe not billionaire part, but like guy with money makes his, or has people make his rocket so he can go to space. Like, he goes to space. He has enough money to go to space. He's always wanted to go to space. kind of didn't even really go to space anyway, but it just
Yeah.
broke the atmosphere. But anyway, like, rich guy goes to space. That's like cool. Like, I'm sure if anyone who was really into space travel had that much money, they would do the same thing. It's be like, oh, this would be a dream to make my own rocket and go to space.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Jeff Bezos is the CEO for Amazon, who is notorious for treating their workers like shit and having bad benefits.
To get political? Are we gonna get political?
Scratching the surface a little bit. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people having money, I don't think is a problem.
What they do with the money?
Said people with money creating environments where the people around them live poorer lives because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, and there will be some people who, like, are just down on their luck all the time and who have a bad relationship with money to where they just don't like people that have money at all or whatever. But I really think that the money is not the problem with billionaires. It's everything around them.
Yeah.
It's and like you said, it's what they do with the money other than their hobbies and stuff. Like, it's the kind of secret stuff that they do to kind of cut corners and buy politicians so they can cut more corners and all that stuff. Yeah.
But no, see, and then you have like the good rich people, like Keanu Reeves and Adam
but they're not
Sandler.
even, like, they're well off.
Yeah. But still,
weren't
they're taking the buses. They're riding their bikes.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler still dresses like he's homeless.
Well, that's why I say or I've heard people say this too, but I say, like, my mind frame is there's a difference between millionaires and billionaires.
Mm-hmm.
And movie stars and stuff like that. I don't know of any movie stars that are really, like, billionaires.
That is true.
Millionaires can have money, and then most of the time millionaires also come from no money.
Mm-hmm.
So they know what it's like to not have money, so they know how to be they know how to be frugal, and they know how to give back to the community and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Most of the time. Not saying everyone does it, but I've seen cases where, you know, that's like Markiplier is a good example.
Yeah.
Markiplier has I'm pretty safe to say that he's a millionaire.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I don't know how much of a millionaire, 100 millionaire or whatever, but
yeah.
He's got money. Yet he doesn't live in a mansion. He still just lives in a regular house big enough for what he wants to do. He gives to charity all the time. He does stuff for charity all the time.
Yeah.
During the wildfires, he had to evacuate, but he wasn't affected. His house was still okay. After that, he went out with a chainsaw to help clear debris for other people in the area, caused by the fire and stuff like that. And I'm like,
yeah,
he's just a regular guy that
has money.
That didn't even involve money. That just involved him having a chainsaw and going outside and cutting down debris and stuff.
Elon Musk had a chainsaw. He was...
yeah. Elon Musk did different things with his chainsaw. He cut down a lot of stuff that we probably shouldn't have cut down.
Do you think there's a... Well, since we're getting a little political, do you know how bad the tariffs have to be for China, Japan, and South Korea to team up together to go against these tariffs that Trump is dishing out? China, Japan, and South Korea. If no one knows their history, it's some pretty bad blood, okay?
They're like, yeah, you know what? Let's put our differences aside.
Japan.
And face this problem.
Japan. I love Japanese culture, okay? But historically speaking, they've done some heinous things, especially to South Koreans. For them to be like, hey, let's set our war crimes aside for a sec and deal with the U.S. is crazy. I don't want to get too political. I don't want to. Just do your research on Japan's war history.
Just take a little deep dive into history.
I just to see all the Asian countries just come together like that because Donald Trump and his tariffs. I'm concerned. I'm very concerned because we're not winning this war. If they drop a bomb on us, it's done. There's no coming back from that.
I don't think they would drop a bomb on us.
I don't think they would, but
there is some of the stuff I've been watching because basically the world's economy is pretty much America's economy.
Mm-hmm.
Like America set it up in a way that most every other country relies on
the U.S.
either
dollar.
us or pretty much. And I mean, China could be okay if our economy just collapsed tomorrow. China
Watch how it collapses economy by changing the 1 to a 0.
Yeah.
Just
but they also don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
Because it would hurt them. They would be okay, but it would really hurt them if our economy just collapsed. So,
do you know what the trend on TikTok right now is?
What is it?
So, and I love it. I am all for this.
Daddy China.
So China warehouses, manufacturers, are so petty with these tariffs being brought upon them that the Chinese manufacturers, the warehouses, the factories, whatever, are going through TikTok. And it's like, hey, these big brands, Nikes, Adidas, all these like name brand stuff, don't buy from them. Buy directly from our warehouses. We'll give you major discounts. So I'm like, a word? I'm looking at these like these name brand stuff that are like hundreds of dollars. It's like, get here, $10. I'm like, deal. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I mean, they are cutting out the middleman.
Yeah. So
everything's from China basically anyway.
Yeah.
So.
And what happened, I think one of these like these luxurious bag brands or whatever, like I can't think of it. It's
Lululemon or whatever.
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, something like that. They're like, the reason it costs so much is because we make it here in China. They ship it off to a European country and they just slap on their brand and then they sell for thousands of dollars when you can get it for like $30 here.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are just finding the loopholes to get straight from the factories, the warehouses. And I'm like, I'm all for it. Let's do it. Let's cut out the middleman. Let's just buy it all directly from the supplier.
I mean, if you're going to buy it anyway.
Yeah.
There's still like the
why get one when you can get 10?
Yeah.
So
there's still like the ethical problem of
yeah,
how it's made.
Yeah, but here's.
But if you're gonna buy it anyway from an American company selling the Chinese product,
maybe they can afford to pay their workers more if we just give the money directly to them.
Yeah, maybe not.
Probably not.
It might go back into the government. Although I will say China, at least all the stuff that I've seen, people are probably going to say propaganda or anything like that. But the Chinese government is good at putting all the money that they get back into like infrastructure and stuff like that. That's why a lot of people are like, "Whoa, man, China's living in the year 3000 or whatever," and they're like, "No. China's living in the present."
Yeah,
they just
put money back into
they put money back into the country.
Yeah,
rather than just a small group of people hoarding
America
the money.
Could never.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. New York's so dirty.
It'll cost too much money to make things better.
I used to want to go to New York. That place is filthy. Have you seen?
I've been to New York.
It's all rubbish.
I've been to New York for 3 days, and I kind of never want to go back.
Yeah. And then you see places like Japan or South Korea, and it's just always clean because the workers care about their jobs and have pride in their jobs.
Yeah.
And they get paid well. And it's their job to keep the streets clean and stuff. It's like Disney. It's just
even like in the case of China, China looks awesome.
Yeah.
But also, the Chinese government isn't the greatest.
Speaking of which, have you ever heard of Shen Yun? Shen Yun? Hold on, let me look it up.
What is it? The city or a person?
No. So it's a Shen Yun. Shen Yun. Shen Yun?
Come on, man, you're half Chinese.
I am. I'm like 25% Chinese.
Oh, okay. So you're pushing that side away.
Depends on a day.
Yeah.
Am I Chinese or Vietnamese today? Listen, whichever benefits me.
How's China acting today? Yeah, I'm Vietnamese.
Yeah, I'm Vietnamese today. No, so there's this thing called. I have to see. Here we go. It's a dance company. Shen Yun.
Shen Yun?
ShenYun. SHENYUN.
That sounds like a Genshin Impact character.
Well, it's Chinese, so.
Yeah.
Shen Yun is what it's called. I've been saying it wrong. Shen Yun is this like academy dance, dancing, theater, like not Broadway, but like
wait,
it's theater
can I
dancing.
see how it's spelled? That is exactly a Genshin character.
Shen Yun,
and she does singing and theater.
that's because it's based off.
Yeah,
of,
based off of her.
she's based off of that. But Shen Yun is like
based off of it.
here. Let me give a description. But okay, so it's I can't find. Oh wait. Shen Yun Performing Arts is a non-profit performing arts and entertainment company based in the United States. So, have you heard anything about it? So I keep seeing like
Excuse me.
advertisements for it, videos. Sometimes I'll see like it on like billboards and stuff. And I've always been curious because I see it and it's like, oh, it looks like some kind of like dancing, like majestic Chinese art dancing.
Like interpretive dancing or like a circus delay type thing.
I can't really answer that.
Okay.
All I know is that it's more probably on the interpretive side. But I keep hearing stories about it being a cult.
Oh, yeah.
So, and do your own research, correct me if I'm wrong, but basically the organization itself, quote unquote, ran away from China because China was trying to cut it. Like China was trying to stop it. So a lot of people were saying it's also Chinese propaganda. But I want to see it for myself. I want to see if I get brainwashed or not. Okay, I want to see it for myself. Tickets are very expensive.
No, yeah.
And it's like a 3-hour.
Probably a cult.
It's like a 3-hour performance. I think, hear me out, ShinoBroz. We all get a ticket and we go see one of these. We go see one of these shows, and if we could sit through the whole thing without sleeping, it's a win.
Without sleeping? Is it
so
supposed to put us to sleep?
Apparently it's supposed to be like super boring.
Oh.
And most people. So I've known there's a YouTuber I watch said that he was also curious and wanted to see it. So him and his friend went to go see it, and they couldn't make it to intermission. They just they got bored like maybe an hour into it and they left.
Oh, okay, they left.
So I'm curious because I also hear that it's a cult-like thing or it's Chinese propaganda. So, but I'm curious. and that's probably gonna get me in trouble. But I need to know what's going on in that theater. I need to see, because it's always secretive. Like if you go to like a more diverse area, where there's like they usually in malls where it's more diverse, you'll see these Asian people just handing out the flyers for it, but they can never answer questions. I talked to one, and then what was it? It was a while ago, but I talked to one person. I'm like, oh, what's this? What's it about? And all they said was, no, you gotta come watch it. You have to come see. We could sign you up today. I'm like,
So where are these shows held? In America, or do you have to go to China for it?
No, they're in America because they can't go to China.
Okay.
China won't let them. So to ban a whole Chinese organization, to ban it from China, that's crazy. So I'm like, what did you guys do?
So is it Chinese propaganda?
See,
Is it Chinese propaganda, or is it propaganda against China?
I don't know. I don't know. I need to, because I hear both sides.
Okay.
So like, no one, either they're all brainwashed, or I don't know. But no one that's seen it can tell me exactly, other than the fact, like, if they leave because it was boring, then they're just gonna say it was boring. They didn't get it. Most people say they didn't understand what was going on. So I'm curious.
I wonder if people fall asleep, if the show is meant to put people to sleep so that they can put subliminal messages in.
I would
brainwashing.
Not. I would not put it past them.
I don't think that's it at
I'm
all.
Curious though. I'm curious.
I'm just making up stories.
I want to see what the show is about. I want to see. I want to see if I get put to sleep or not. I want to see if I get Chinese influenced.
Sorry.
But I keep hearing stories. I'm like, I need to find out by myself. So next show, usually there's usually shows in like Washington D.C.
Oh, okay.
So
that's fairly close.
That's fairly close. I mean, they could probably come closer, but I don't know what major. Pittsburgh maybe, but
don't get too close. Don't dox us.
But no, I need to see this show. I need to see what's going on because it looks pretty. It looks pretty. The outfits are gorgeous.
Yeah.
But the fact that someone that I watched, the YouTuber I watched, said that he was excited to go see it, and he left disappointed. But he didn't stay for the whole thing. So I'm curious.
He didn't stay for the sacrifice at the end.
I didn't. But I'm curious. I want to know what's so bad about it that China banned it. That's my biggest curiosity.
I will say because
it looks,
take this back to Genshin.
But
Hoyo.
It just looks like ancient China. Like,
yeah. Are there any like overtones or undertones?
Don't know. They're dancing.
Like I'm trying to think of something else.
Take your time.
Well, I was gonna say gay. Any gay undertones or overtones or anything like that.
I don't know.
Or I was gonna say like forbidden romance, but that's not really. Like forbidden romance is in every culture.
I don't know. If anything, it's about.
Because that's
I don't even know. All I know is that it's a dance thing. It's a dance thing with ancient Chinese like wardrobe. I don't know.
Is it telling accurate history that China doesn't want people to know?
Probably. I don't know. But
I don't know. I'm just speculating.
Stay tuned. ShinoBroz watches Shen Yun coming soon.
Maybe, depending on how expensive the tickets are, I might want to.
Let me see. Why is Shen Yun expensive? Let's see. Let's check the ticket price. $109. That's a Disneyland ticket.
Oh, I was gonna say that's not expensive. I thought you were gonna say like $1,200 or something like that. I'm like, probably pass on $1,200.
Yeah, it's about the same price as like a amusement park ticket.
But I mean, $100 isn't that much for a show ticket. But would you be willing to waste $109?
It's for the experience.
If it's just a shit show.
It's for the experience. Well, we can't record in there either, but like,
No.
But just to,
I'll buy one of those. I'll buy one of those like little spy camera.
I don't know,
things.
man. I don't. If it's a cult, I don't know if that's a good idea.
I'll have a pen that has...
I'm not trying to get. I'm not trying to go missing.
Yeah.
Because we're messing with the wrong cult.
No, I don't need.
You'll be crazy. We get a bunch of Trump supporters. Audience is all Trump supporters, and they have to watch that.
They would never. They would never.
The
go
battle
for
of the cults. Let's see who wins.
Yeah. One, if you say anything about it being Chinese, they probably won't go anyway. Two, if they do go, but they find out that it's like Chinese propaganda or something like that, they will go to great lengths. Like I was joking about. No, I was gonna say like I was joking about all the conspiracy theories about it and stuff like that, about brainwashing and stuff. Those people are like hardcore, like think everything's trying to brainwash them.
Okay.
When really,
we get political. Get political.
It's
all jokes.
I think that most, if not all, of the Trump supporters claiming that everything else is going to brainwash you have already been brainwashed by the people that they think are the good guys. Usually, stuff is projection. All I'm saying is, like, if you're screaming that something else is going to brainwash you, whatever told you that thing was going to brainwash you probably already brainwashed you to say that.
Watch it.
I'm just saying. You can believe me. You cannot believe me. If you want to, take a deeper look.
You know what's funny?
And it works for both sides too. It works for the red and the blue.
You know what's funny is that you know how Trump supporters all have their MAGA hats.
Yeah.
I think one reporter took one of the hats. And was like, "Hey, where's this made?" And the guy was like, "In the great USA."
Because it has a flag stitched on it.
And then they turn it over. And it's designed in the USA, and they ripped it off, and it says "Made in China."
Yeah. That's whenever he was talking about the tariffs and everything. People were like, "Yay, tariffs!" And then they're like, "Do you know where you sell Trump shirts? Do you know where the shirts come from? The shirts come from that you get printed or whatever?" And he's like, "No." Or like, "Oh, it comes from China." "Oh, those are going to be marked up. You're going to have to sell, or you're going to have to charge more for it." But I don't know. Anyway, that's getting into other territory I don't want to go into right now.
Watch it.
Just saying. Isn't it funny?
Yeah, watch it. Do you think the elites have a tunnel system?
Think that what? The who have a tunnel system?
Because we were talking about billionaires and millionaires and stuff earlier. There's a conspiracy theory that there's a tunnel system underneath America that can get you from the East Coast to the West Coast in like 30 minutes. Because they have magnetic train systems that can go super fast.
Oh, that would be cool. I don't think it exists. Otherwise, why would they be flying around in jets all the time? It would probably
for a cover story.
It would be better for I was gonna say it'd be better for the environment if there were a magnetic train underground that would get them there faster instead of using jet fuel and all that.
Well, they have to cover it up.
Yeah,
they don't want everyone to know about the underground tunnel system. But apparently, that's a theory going around. Because a whistleblower, was like, yeah, the elites are using underground tunnel systems that have super fast trains that can get you from New York to Los Angeles in like 30 minutes. I'm like, that's pretty cool, but
you can't be seen anywhere. Like,
yeah,
if you took that then you would have to like hang out for a couple hours not being seen. or if someone was like, hey, we just saw you here and then now you're over there in 30 minutes. Like, what?
I mean,
I don't know.
I like to think there is. Why not?
The human mind is...
Disney has an underground system.
Do they? Well, they probably...
Huh? That's already... Yeah, they do.
Well,
people,
not like a train system or something like that. Is it underground tunnels to get from one place to another?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense because...
That's how the cast members get...
Yeah, I was going to say cast members have to go somewhere without being seen all the time. So that makes sense.
Why is that believable, but not... Okay, maybe not 30 minutes, but what if there's like...
Well, because the cast members at Disney aren't being like, well, there's a secret tunnel underground that I use to get places, but I'm going to pretend to ride in this golf cart across. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Let's make it more believable. What if there is a tunnel system for the elites underground underneath America? It's not gonna be 30 minutes from west to east, but it is just a private train that they can take in a reasonable amount of time.
Again,
would that be more believable?
Why do they have private jets then? Why would they waste their money on private jets that they're never going to use?
Maybe some billionaires are afraid of heights. I don't...
Like, I'm not saying it's not believable. I'm saying it doesn't make sense.
Mm.
So it could, but I don't see how it's like. I don't know why. It's another one of those things. It's like, why?
Yeah.
Like when people say the Earth is not round, the Earth is flat, and it's like, why? What if, like, I don't like to entertain it, but if we're gonna entertain, like, sure, let's just say the Earth is flat. Why are they lying to us all the time?
Why not? Just to see who
my mom's calling.
Answer.
Well, she called my cell phone, and now she's calling the house phone. That phone's dead because I left it off the hook.
Uh-oh. Wade's gonna go answer the phone because his mom's calling, and I am going to drink this bottle of water. This is the content you're looking for. I think he missed it. He missed the wired telephone. The cord phone that hasn't been used in decades. That's what he answered.
A little peek behind the curtain. You only see us on the couch and the microphones. On the other side of the camera, it is a mess. I have to climb over ottomans. I have to not trip on wires.
Don't tell people.
It's okay.
This is a big studio. We have so much space, so much room.
Sure. My rec room is like 13 by 8. There's enough room for this couch and a chair. But it looks nice.
Yeah.
That's a secret for set design. It doesn't have to look, it only has to look pretty in front of the camera. It doesn't have to look pretty on the sides. As long as the camera can't see it, you're good.
And with that, we're going to end it right here. Because
we'll have to do a studio tour one day. Studio tour.
This is Wade's basement.
I like this. Yeah, I like this room. I wouldn't mind showing it off.
Get it fixed up. And I don't know. I think we should. You know what? That's off podcast. We're gonna end right here because we're out of topics to talk about. But yeah, like, rate, subscribe, follow our YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Join our Discord. Play chess with Wiz. And
drink Ghost energy drink if you want to. It's all right.
Be on alert. We'll have much more content coming soon. We're trying to bust out reels. Yeah, we got content always coming out. Come on, let's get our viewership up. Do it.
It's not a gang sign, is it? I didn't mean to do that. I love you.
We dare you. We dare you to like, rate, subscribe to our stuff, share it. Tell your friends and family to like, rate, subscribe, share it.
Rate, subscribe.
Yeah, we dare you. Doggy dare you. No balls. Yeah, this is what we're doing now. We're gonna bully you until we get our views and followers up. Yeah, boy. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.